I just realized I haven't vlogged at all today. Good afternoon, good afternoon. I have been busy working on my small to-do list. So first thing this morning was going through some emails, so I had emails that I was doing, and then some of them were ones that I was like, oh, I should have responded, I need to take care of that now, but it had been able to be held off for a few days. But then I just finished reading this book. It's called Proxy. It's by Alex London, and oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so great. I was already really enjoying it, and the ending at first seemed a little predictable, and I was like, I'm not mad at it, but I was like, oh, of course this is gonna commit. And then I kid you not, like the last 5 pages, something happened that I was like, I forgot that could happen, and it was so good. It was so great. So if you are a science fiction young adult fan, highly recommend picking up Proxy if you ever see it. It's one of those sort of post-apocalyptic, as I said, science fiction sort of thing. So if you're a fan of that, highly recommend. It is being added to my want to adapt shelf because it was so good. Anyway, so yeah, next thing on my list is, I also had to I paid my utility bill this morning because that needed to be done. I do need to go through Instagram. Oh, that's the next thing I'm going to do, is I need to film a TikTok review video on this one, for one, because it was so good. And 2, I need to post one on the trilogy that I read, what was that now, 3 books ago that I finished it, and it was so good. Haven't had a chance to film it just yet, but I'm going to do that now, and film them both today. But, because it is, what time is it? It's 12:32, so I start work at 5. I'm so glad that I finished this book, and because I started reading it on Saturday, because I finished reading the Stephen King book on Saturday, and I read the first 4 chapters or something of that on Saturday. I read half of it yesterday, and then I finished it today. So yeah, so good. Anyway, so yes, I'm gonna film the video on those right now, and then pick out what's next. I'll even pick that out now because I don't know what book is next. Let's see. Well, it's 3:45, so I start work in an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm very glad because this is where I always have the thing, it's funny, I have the 4 days, that I don't work at the bakery, and I feel like it's always on Mondays that I'm like, oh, I know I enjoy working at the bakery, but it would be easier, that's just, more time, whatever. And it's exactly what would happen with Uber Eats driving, is I would forget that I enjoy it, if that makes sense. I would forget that I do enjoy doing it, and so then I would start to question. I'd be like, but did I really enjoy doing that? I don't know. And then I would do it again, and I'd be like, yeah, I do enjoy doing that. Why was I questioning it? That's exactly what happens with the bakery, is I sit there and I'm like, oh yeah, that's just, and then I get there and I'm like, what else would I be doing at home instead? Right now, I have an hour and 15 minutes until work starts. Finished reading my book. I went through Instagram, which I haven't done in weeks. I have gone through all of my emails and caught up on Instagram messages. Now I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs waiting for work to start, because I don't want to start reading my book because I'm just gonna have to stop when work starts. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't want to just scroll through TikTok on my phone either, because I have a whole hour that I could do something. I can tell what's going on is I'm just understimulated. I'm understimulated and I don't know how to fix it. I hate it because I don't know how to fix it. So just because I apparently feel like torturing myself, the yoga that I did tonight was a 6-minute, it's not long, but it focused on the abs. And I was like, okay, wow, it's insane. insane how like 3 little exercises can like, they're not complicated or anything like that. And wow, does it have it like burning. Plus, I'm still sore from 2 days ago. But as I said, it's the good sore. I want to be sore after I do stuff like this because that means it worked muscles. So that's what I want to happen. And especially like a little workout like that where it's like I didn't have to do cardio necessarily. I'm not out of breath. I'm not panting. I don't need my inhaler. But it definitely did what it was supposed to do. So we'll see how sore I am at like the second half of tomorrow. It's 10:32. I'm going to bed. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.